coaches on this panel are moving into coaching. And so just want to hear maybe all of you, we can just end with that. What made you want to expand from, first maybe having like imposter syndrome, let's say, or not believing in yourself to be able to even start, but now being able to be in a position to impact other women and businesses and wanting to coach. Well, if you can say like a one line or two, what made you want to do that?
Thankfully, people were asking how are we able to do it. At the time, I was based in Lagos, Nigeria, and we had the biggest brands across the globe who were working with us, which was very rare at the time. To see brands like Netflix, like Google, like Visa, actually create the kind of quality experiences that you would see in the US and Canada and the UK. And so people were asking, how can we do it? And I fundamentally believe that regardless of where you live or your background, if you have something that's really valuable, then you should be able to work with the kind of brands and partners that you want to work with. And so I'm like, I can't do it for you. A lot of people are like, can you come and do it? I'm like, no, I don't have the capacity. But if I can help you understand the system and get your tools, then you won't need me. Then you won't need anyone else because you'll bake that into your work. So now I'm able to do a little bit of consulting and advisory work, but my premise is always clear, is that one, create a strong strategy to help you understand how are you trying to approach the world, how are you trying to approach the brands, and then secondly, set up your systems. A lot of this is repetition. It's about having your product or service, it's about developing the relationships with the kind of clients that you want to work with, it's about consistently going out there, having conversations, having a strong pitch, and then doing good enough work so that they can repeat and work with you. So later today, I'm flying to host the Airbnb Africa Travel Summit. And I got to do that in 2018. They didn't do it afterwards, COVID, all those kind of things. But they remembered me from 2018 to say, hey, can you come back and do this thing again? And that's hopefully what we all get to do. We do really great work. People see us, they remember us, and they call you back. So that's why I started to do coaching. And I'm happy to be of service to whomever else is out there who wants to think about how can they create a strong system that enables them to work with the kind of brands that they want to work with.
Girl, we gotta talk after this.
Yeah. You know different me. I'm at home on the couch, I'm not outside.
So when it comes to coaching, just in all aspects of my life, I found that mentorship has been extremely valuable spiritually. I get a lot of mentorship from my sister here. But also as a content creator, I've been able to really connect with content creators that have larger followings but are just as down to earth, and I can have those one-on-one connections with them. So for me, I wanted to start coaching because I feel like I have so much knowledge within me that I want to pour into someone else. And I feel like with all aspects, that should be our ultimate goal. Once we get to the next level, how can we help someone else get to that same level we're now about to depart from? So I'm just always open to connecting with women that are interested in becoming not even just a content creator, but you just want to put your work out into the world. What does that look like? How do you combat imposter syndrome, which is very real, but a lot of it is our mindset. How can we change that? And sometimes you just need that one-on-one touch with someone else. So when I had that realization, and when I was able to combat a lot of that for myself, I'm like, I need to help somebody else. So whenever someone else reaches out to me, we get something on the calendar, we make it work. And I'm open to doing that now. So if anyone is interested in just having that one-on-one conversation with me, whether you're interested in becoming a content creator or you just don't know how to break out of that fear, because a lot of social media is smoke and mirrors, like Temi said earlier. It's also an echo chamber where everyone's doing the same things, but how can we remain true to ourselves, be creative, and still get the bag? So I'm always happy to have conversations with other, up-and-coming content creators, because I still have a lot of room to grow. So I feel like mentoring and also being mentored helps me grow.
Yeah, we gonna talk.
So with coaching, so for me, with what I do, it's pretty much high level. So coaching is a primary part of what I do because I have to help people with their mind, renewing their mind around getting out of imposter syndrome, because a lot of times when you're starting a business or side hustle, everything seems overwhelming. You're throwing things at the wall, trying to figure out what sticks. You don't know like the psychology behind your audience, messaging, storytelling, all these things that are pivotal for your business to grow. Because a lot of times you have an amazing product, an amazing service, you're passionate about it, but it's not connecting to the people that you're looking for, and you're not generating sales. So I always go by this thing where I say, if you're in business and you're not generating sales or getting clients, then there's something missing regardless of how great the product is. So with the one-on-one coaching session that I do, my goal is pretty much to lay everything out, really understand your business, your vision, your goal, what keeps you up at night, what are your challenges, who are you really looking to connect with. So we take all of that, we create a plan, and I pretty much hold your hand and we walk through from beginning to end to execute. Because a lot of times when you're starting, you should not start on your own. I leverage mentors at Google and just people that have been doing it for some time. So I feel like whether it's coaching, whether it's mentoring, when you're starting off, thinking that you're gonna take all the time trying to figure out, you're gonna throw everything at the wall hoping it'll stick. That's not the wisest thing to do, particularly if you're trying to grow your business and get sales and not just say you have a business, but you're not really growing, you know? So I'm happy to connect with anyone that wants to do that. I feel like even if you haven't started yet, just participating in coaching, even just to kind of get the ideas out is important, and just kind of having that ongoing support, which is really what it is so important to side hustle or running a business in general.
And I can attest to her value because I've done some coaching with her as well, so make sure you guys reach out to her.
Okay, so they all do different things, but for me, the type of coaching I do is really to help new content creators and people that just want to elevate their content and grow on Instagram, TikTok. Those are my main two platforms, so that's what I really, coach on. And I do one-on-one coaching, and I try to keep it real. A lot of people, they'll tell you different things you can find online. Be consistent, do this and that. I lay it out for you. I let you know exactly what I'm doing, exactly what other people are doing, the little cheat codes, little tips and bits that, set things apart. I let you know that you're able to ask questions, and afterwards, I still stick with you and encourage you and, help you along the journey. It's not easy. I'm not going to tell you it's easy. I'm not going to lie to you, and things like that. So I do one-on-one coaching. If you want to book that, we do have, I think, 30% off. If you purchase a ticket for this, you can get the coaching 30% off. And I also have an ebook that will be released by the end of this month. I know, I'm so excited for it. That really just highlights everything that I did and continue to do, that I know about content creation, that I've learned, and other people have, taught me that they've learned. It's all in there. It's a lot of pages that I'm even cutting it down. So that's going to be out for you guys to purchase. It's going to be really affordable because I feel like everybody can do this, and why not? Social media is free. If you can make money from it, if you can grow on it, you can. I've been a nurse for so many years, and I felt like, my career, I couldn't really do the things that I wanted to do, and social media has become an avenue for me to do things like this, network with amazing people, go to events, travel, and get paid for wearing clothes that I wear every day. So, if you want to do it, it's definitely very doable, even though the market is saturated, and people will tell you that, everybody wants to be an influencer these days, this one. Trust me, you still can. I'm a testament to that. I grew in the recent years. You still can grow, and people are growing every day. They're making money. They're having their stories be heard. So if you want to reach out to me, my DMs are always open. You could book the coaching or just ask me a question. I'll always be happy to answer.
And it's literally like $1 billion industry, the trajectory where it's going.
Yeah, amazing. We're gonna just quickly take a few questions if anyone has.